So, on today's epically stupid idea on how to waste a load of time, effort and money on a car that wasn't worth repairing, but you really wanted to, because you said you would. We have the Peugeot on the outside ramp in the sunshine. I may regret that later. What I am going to do today is fit new brake lines, coppers, and the flexibles to attempt getting the braking system to function. We have it so it sort of starts, carburetor is still playing up, got to work on that a bit more, and we've still got quite a bit of the weldings to do, but we are getting there. So, I mean, these brakes is free, so I'm considering the idea the calipers may possibly come around. So what I'm going to do now is whip the wheels off, and then I'll have a big box, thank you very much to JR Car Parts, of Peugeot brake lines. Or we hope to be Peugeot brake lines. So we would assume that these good big long ones, these are the front. So we need to fit them and then try and obviously put a new hard line to it, sounding all American. That's the other front. And then over here, I think these are the slightly shorter little rears that we took off the other day. And then make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 8 brake points. Bonza. Right, I had to cut the brake line off, beat the pads out. I have a feeling, in a box somewhere around here from years ago, I have a set of those brake pads in the treasure hoard. Unbelievably, this line still contained fluid. This brake caliper is free. You saw them a minute ago. You might not have done because I wasn't quite sure if I'd point the camera in the right direction. So I think that it would be perfectly sensible to clean on this disc a bit. There's some cunning and some brilliance, and a flappy disc. Like that. I mean, clearance sounds lovely. So, because there's no wear in this brake disc, and it is just a brake disc. I mean, it is not going to have deteriorated. I mean, it's not even pitted, it's just surface rust. So if I can get that bleed nipple freed off, where's my new brake line gone? It's over here somewhere. Ugh. So does that fit in there? Yes, it does. Look at that. Posh. I mean, the old brake line is still functioning, but it might be a bit gaffy. That up in there. Blimey, it's like new. There's a bit of grease in there. Right, we're going to probably have to boil this with an oxyacetylene torch gently as not to ruin the rest of it. Might be worth unscrewing that from there a minute. So that, and then freeze the pads up, which we had to buy cleaning in here. Flappy disc this to bring it around. Got ability to flappy disc the back. That'll probably bring itself around, won't it? Get rid of the cobwebs. I can't see why. Yeah, it's not even warped. That won't work. Right, so we're going to have a bit of a reface on this disc. The pads I've got sadly are not the same, but actually looking at these, they are not bad. I mean, to be honest, not degraded at all. We've got loads of meat on them. The man could use the original. Could at least use the originals to run it in with. So I might buy a new set, put them in the glove box and try those. Right, disc refreshing. look at that. For a 1980s, 90s disc, that's pretty good. That's come around lovely. I mean, there's a few little pits in it here and there, but they'll soon wear out. I'll be a bit... Oh, no, that bit's fine. So, I'm going to give these a bit of a clean up, because to be honest, I reckon they'll come around with a bit of a rub. And then, I'll go and clean on this a bit. I mean, this caliper is as free as a whistle. It's amazing. Let's just try it and puff it out a bit with an airline. Well, even with a caliper that's been sat since 1991, it's better than some of my other vehicles. You have a bit of a clean and a bit of a lubricate in there, and I think this brake will function perfectly. Well, that worked pretty impressively. Right, for my next trek, I'm going to overhaul and put some new brake lines in, because these ones are a bit cack. So, that caliper, I cannot believe that caliper was free. You won't get these things out of here without breaking the plastic. That'll be another winner. One. Come on. Shoosh. Out you come without snapping off, so I can copy you. Yeah. So basically, all these metal brake lines are nuts. So I'm going to need to get rid of them. That is looking a bit floppy, but I think we'll just leave that for a minute. Get rid of these metal brake lines, and then wiggle it off there, and then we'll have more of a chance of getting the union out of the master cylinder. But I mean, they're still holding fluid. Wouldn't believe that, would you? Ooh. Right. We'll make the first brake line is from this master cylinder over to that front wheel, because we've got dual line fronts and a single line rear. So, all reinstalled, caliper cleaned, put back on. As you can see, we've got a new brake line running up through here across the front. If I grab this camera, hey, spin round. So basically, off camera, we've done exactly the same this side. So we've got the brakes all cleaned up, and we've got the lines, new front soft line in, hard line. This is the single hard line to the rear down to its joiner. So what we now need to do is replace the front to rears, which means lifting this above our head and then go in from there right to the back in one hit, which will most likely make on car clip in place. And then we've got the two that link over to the two rear flexibles. So, old metal brake line buggered out, and I'm just running a new one in. Now, admittedly, I have still got to drill a hole for this rear mount, so we'll just go over that a minute. And we've got to try and figure out how much slack we're going to need to get up round. I can probably just throw the whole lot over there, can't I? That'll work. Chuck that there. Where's my original for a bit of... Obviously, in these beautifully restored cars, we don't want to stray from factory, you know. So, over there, bend. Yeah, oh, I think that'll be easy, won't it? One bend, two bend. Clip it there. Look at that. That's professional, Olive, you know. And then round here into there. So, I'm going to put an end on this, screw it in there, and that's only two left to do. So I have installed a full set of brake linings, well not brake linings, brake pipes, cleaned the front calipers, rear wheel cylinders. I am just waiting on the turning up of some brake fluid because we've run out. We have got the old turd running, not terribly well because the carburetor's still being an arse, so we decided what we might need to do is flush on the cooling system because that's not very good either. So at current, or just trying, going to need myself a rag before I soak everything electrical. Right, so we've got a hose wedged in it, the thermostat removed, which did look a bit stuck, and quite a lot of orange gack has come out already. Going to try and get it to start, get the water pumper spinning, and then hopefully that might be enough to... Oh, come on, Peugeot. Been an arse. Let's try then. No, I'm not playing start day. Should be a knobhead. Why are we being a knobhead? Major electrical's wet, have I? Try a bit of scooching fuel down the carburetor. As we have totally. The distributor's down that end, isn't it? Yes. Let's try that. Appear not to have a fuel supply again. Come on, Peugeot, behave. I might have got rid of some of the crap out of the engine. Right. Let's chuck this on the floor a minute. Try and shove this back on and see if we can... We might need to order a new thermostat. Perhaps we ought to just cut the middle out of this one for a minute. Where is me angle grinder? Right, we've adapted the thermostat for free flow running at the moment, and we will order one up. See if I can shove this back in here a minute and just get it to circulate some water so that I can flush the rad out, because this is minging in here. So, the brake lines. Hang on, there's a socket that shouldn't be there. We'll put that back over here. The brake lines, they is all done, connected, sorted. I was about to say disconnected, but they're not.
I was going to say, you sort of defeated the object there, haven't you?
Yeah, no, I have connected all the brake lines, all the bleed nipples, and I've even had to buy some brake fluid, which I can't get into, because we've run out. So, in theory, the last and only sort of non-functioning piece could be this master cylinder. Mm-hmm. But I am confident it might come around. Do you want to try giving it a few of the pumps if it works? See, you're shifting fluid.
Okay, stuck to the floor. Right, pull it back up.
Can you fish it back up with your foot?
Yeah, I've done that.
Keep pumping it. Is it freeing off? No?
Not really.
Not pumping?
I mean, it slowly comes back on its own. Like super slow.
Probably just needs a bit of lubrication. Well, what I'm going to do is lift you right up in the air in your hot tin box, because it's lovely and cool out here, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
I am not sweating at all.
No.
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 I'm going to make sure I've got the maximum amount of brake fluid sloshed in this reservoir. And then attempt brake bleeding. Are you prepared to go up in the air, Fudgy?
Yep.
Right, cool. Let me just grab a spanner. Actually, I might be able to do it from here. I can do it from here. Right, foot down.
Yep, foot is down.
Foot up.
Yep, foot is up.
Just check. Can you lock the wheels right around the other way? Just check I did actually do the brake nipple, bleed nipple up on this side. Which I didn't. Ugh. Right back the other way. And right back the other way. Bit of exercise. Right. Foot down.
Yep.
Foot up.
Yep.
Foot down.
Yep.
Foot up.
Yep.
Foot down. Oh, she's functioning. Pump the hell out of it. I'll try the suction bleeder a minute. Hang on. See if anything comes past that master, innit? Just pump it a minute, would you? And again. Haven't got anything coming out of any of those at all. I think fluid's getting past that master cylinder. Pump.
Yep, I'm pumping.
I think that master's dead, innit? Right, foot up.
Foot is up.
Foot down. I think she's dead. Foot up.
Foot up.
Foot down again. No, all I'm getting is hissing noises out of the carburetor.
Hey.
All I'm getting is hissing noises out of the carburetor.
Oh. Bugger.
I shall go and purchase a master cylinder off us at eBay's. So after lots of attempted brake bleeding, nothing was happening because this was seized solid. It had gone full to extent, seized up, and that's where it was stuck. I think that was me actually when I stood on it really hard about a year ago when I first got it. So that is a new old stock Girling master cylinder. That is brake fluid in the system, and at current we need to do some bleeding. Now I am on my own, it is Saturday, so we'll leave this one here for the day. Thank you very much, Al. 6D Diesels.